Hi, good morning everybody. In last class we started a new chapter from history, that is the first farmers and herders. I think all of you read your textbook very well. Okay. Then here so many important things we already discussed. The beginning of this chapter we discussed Mesolithic age. Then what are the changes, how they formed settled life, what are the reasons behind it. Then when they started domestication, when they tamed the animals, and also which type of first houses, then what are the paintings, then Neolithic age, then farming and herding, their implications, polished tools, pot making, and so many things. Today we want to continuation for the Neolithic age, that is the new topic, invention of the wheel. What is the next topic? Invention of the wheel. Invention of the wheel, that means ചക്രത്തിൻ്റെ കണ്ടുപിടുത്തം. Okay. Then the wheel was a remarkable invention of Neolithic man. Wheel was a remarkable invention of the Neolithic man. He might have got the idea while rolling logs of wood. He got this idea rolling the logs of wood. Wheels improved transport and quickened the pace of development. Okay. Wheels improved transport and quickened the pace of development. The potter's wheel improved the process of making pots. Perhaps the wheel was also used in spinning thread, which led to weaving. Once weaving was known, man used to cotton and wool to make cloth. Listen, here we are discussing the invention of wheel. It was a remarkable invention of the Neolithic man. The invention of wheel was a remarkable invention of the Neolithic man. He might have got the idea while rolling logs of wood. എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഈ ഐഡിയ കിട്ടിയിട്ടുള്ളത്? റോളിംഗ് ദ ലോഗ്സ് ഓഫ് വുഡ്, അല്ലേ? മരത്തിൻ്റെ കഷ്ണം ഇങ്ങനെ റോൾ ചെയ്ത് ഉരുട്ടി കൊണ്ടുപോയപ്പോഴാണ് മനസ്സിലായത് ഇതുപോലെ വീലാണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് വെരി ഹെൽപ്ഫുൾ. വീൽസ് ഇംപ്രൂവ്ഡ് ട്രാൻസ്പോർട്ട് ആൻഡ് ക്വിക്കൻ ദ പേസ് ഓഫ് ഡെവലപ്മെൻറ്റ്, അല്ലേ? ഇംപ്രൂവ്ഡ് ദ ട്രാൻസ്പോർട്ട്, അല്ലേ? ഗതാഗത സൗകര്യം ഇംപ്രൂവ് ചെയ്തു. ദാറ്റ് ഓൾസോ paved the way of development, അല്ലേ? വികസനത്തിലേക്കുള്ള ഒരു വഴിയൊരുക്കി. Then the potter's wheel improved the process of making pots. Then here is used potter's wheel. What is the meaning of potter's wheel? മൺപാത്രം ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നതിനുള്ള wheel. That helped to making pots. And also the wheel was also used in spinning thread. Spinning thread, there is used some wheel. സെയിം മലയാളം ചർക്ക, നൂല് നിൽക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്, അല്ലേ? ചർക്കയിലൊക്കെ ദർ ഈസ് യൂസ്ഡ് സംതിങ് ഹാൻഡ്ലൂം, തന്നെ കൈത്തറി, അല്ലേ? തറി എന്നാണ്, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് എ മലയാളം വേർഡ് ഓഫ് ദാറ്റ് ഹിയർ, വിച്ച് ലെഡ് ടു വീവിങ്. വൺസ് വീവിങ് വാസ് നോൺ, മാൻ യൂസ്ഡ് കോട്ടൺ ആൻഡ് വൂൾ ടു മേക്ക് ക്ലോത്ത്. വൺസ് വീവിങ് known on that time, man used to cotton and they make cloth. Wool and cotton and wool used and to make cloth. Then community life. What is the next topic? Invention of the wheel is over. Next one is the community life. Okay. Here we want to discuss another topic, that is the community life. With the advent of agriculture, man settled down permanently and began to live in villages. Man settled down and permanently began to live in the villages because that is the merit of agriculture. Like കൃഷി സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് they settled there and they started the settled life. A Neolithic village consisted of a few closely built houses surrounded by a common fence of prickly bush or mud wall. Listen, a Neolithic village consisted of a few closely built houses. Okay, there is closely built houses surrounded by a common fence. അതിന് ചുറ്റും എന്താണ്? ഒരു common fence. What do you mean by fence? Fence means വേലി. of the prickly bush or mud wall. Maybe there is used some bush or there is used some mud wall. അല്ലേ, ചെളി കൊണ്ടുള്ള കട്ടകളും മണ്ണിൻ്റെ കട്ടകളൊക്കെ യൂസ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് അതുകൊണ്ട് ഒരു വാൾ ദർ ഈസ് ക്രിയേറ്റഡ് സം വൺ ഫെൻസ്. ഓക്കെ, ദെൻ the concept of families came into being. The families living in Neolithic village were closely related and shared the same custom, beliefs, and they followed the same custom, beliefs, and method of worship. A group of such families is called tribe. Okay, same belief, same custom, same thing. That group of families is called tribe. The custom and practices of present day tribes living in remote regions have not changed much over the ages. By observing them, we can draw conclusions about the lifestyle of the Neolithic tribes. Neolithic tribes, they settled together, they have same policies, same customs, same beliefs, everything is the same. Okay, here is that type of people is called tribals. The people of a Neolithic village carried out activities like farming, herding, hunting, gathering, and fishing in groups. Now they have there is a free time. On that free time they used for farming. That means initial time or the beginning time they always moving one place to another place. That is the hunter gatherer. They want to collect food. They collected fruits, berries, nuts from the forest area. That's why always searching food. But now they settled in one place. That's why they engaged these type of activities like farming, herding, hunting, gathering, and fishing in groups. The tribe jointly owned natural wealth such as land, forests, water sources, etc. Hence, there were no inequality within the tribe in terms of wealth. There is no inequalities in terms of wealth. Possibly, there was division of work depending mostly on age, wisdom, and physical strength. The eldest or the strongest and ablest man was the leader. Eldest, strongest, and ablest man was the leader. He made rules and regulations for the entire tribe. ഒരു ട്രൈബിൽ ഏറ്റവും ഏബിൾഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള പേഴ്സൺ, മുതിർന്ന പൗരനായിരിക്കും, എൽഡസ്റ്റ് ആയിരിക്കണം, ദെൻ ഏബിൾസ്റ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള അല്ലേ, നല്ല കാര്യപ്രാപ്തിയുള്ളത് ഏബിൾഡ് പേഴ്സൺ, ആൻഡ് ഓൾസോ ദ സ്ട്രോങ്ങസ്റ്റ്. ഓക്കെ, he made rules and regulations for the entire tribe. He made the rules and regulations for the entire tribe. എല്ലാവർക്കും വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള റൂൾസ് ആൻഡ് റെഗുലേഷൻസ് who made this person made. Men had occupations such as hunting and plowing and raising large herds of animals. Women took care of home and children. Listen, men had occupations such as hunting and plowing and grazing large herds of animals. Women took care of home and children. സ്ത്രീകൾക്ക് എന്താണ്, കുട്ടികളെ നോക്കുക. പുരുഷന്മാരാണ് ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ജോബിലൊക്കെ എൻഗേജ്ഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ളത്, ലൈക്ക് ഹണ്ടിങ് ആൻഡ് പ്ലോയിങ്. ദെൻ women, children, and old people performed light agricultural tasks like sowing and harvesting. They engaged in light agricultural works like sowing and harvesting, grazing small herds, and protecting crops from pests such as birds. Both men and women possibly took part in pot making, weaving, and making tools, weapons, and ornaments. Making tools, weapons, and ornaments, pot making, weaving, on that type of activity both engaged. That means men and women. സ്ത്രീകൾ കൂടുതലായിട്ട് കുട്ടികളെ സംരക്ഷിക്കുന്നതിലും അവർക്ക് ഫുഡ് ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിലും അത് പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്യുന്നതിലൊക്കെ ആയിരുന്നു. പക്ഷേ സർട്ടൻ ആക്ടിവിറ്റീസ് വിമൻ പാർട്ടിസിപ്പേഷൻ ഓൾസോ ഇൻക്ലൂഡഡ്. ദെൻ വി വാണ്ട് ടു ഡിസ്കസ് അബൌട്ട് റിലീജിയൻ. ഓക്കെ, ദെൻ religion. Next one is religion. Neolithic men worshipped water, fire, rain, and thunder, as also the sun, the earth, and stars. എല്ലാത്തിനും ബിലീവ് ചെയ്തു. Listen, Neolithic men worshipped water, then fire, rain, thunder, and also the sun, the earth, and the stars. He worshipped the cow in thankfulness for the bounty it provided, and the snake in fear. Listen, he worshipped the cow, the thankfulness, അല്ലേ, ദാനശീലത്തിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടൊക്കെ. അതാണ് ബൗണ്ടി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ, ദാനശീലത്തിനൊക്കെ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് താങ്ക്ഫുൾനെസ്, നന്ദി പ്രകടിപ്പിച്ച് കൗവിനെ വർഷിപ്പ് ചെയ്യും. സ്നേക്ക് ഫിയർ, അല്ലേ, ഭയത്തിലല്ലേ, ആൻഡ് ദ സ്നേക്ക് ഇൻ ഫിയർ, ഭയത്തിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് സ്നേക്ക്. ദെൻ ഡിസ്പോസൽ ഓഫ് ദ ഡെഡ് മെഗാലിത്ത്, എങ്ങനെയാണ് അവർ മരിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് എങ്ങനെ ഡെഡ് ബോഡി എങ്ങനെ ബറി ചെയ്യണം, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദ നെക്സ്റ്റ് വൺ. നിയോലിത്തിക് പീപ്പിൾ ബറീഡ് ദെയർ ഡെഡ്. They often marked burial places with huge rectangular blocks of stone called megaliths. Mega means large. Listen, Neolithic people buried their dead. They often marked burial places with huge rectangular blocks. Burial places huge rectangular. We know that rectangular shape. Okay, it's called huge rectangular blocks. Here is okay. Here is rectangular blocks. How? Then here is a number of megaliths have been found in the site of the the sites such as Adichanallur in South India. I repeat, Neolithic people buried their dead. They often marked burial places with huge rectangular blocks. വലിയ റെക്ടാങ്കുലർ ആയിട്ടുള്ള കല്ലൊക്കെ വെച്ചിട്ട് ബറിയൽ പ്ലേസസ് എവിടെയാണെന്നുള്ളത് ഫൈൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. ദെൻ ദർ ഈസ് നമ്പർ ഓഫ് മെഗാലിത്സ് ഹാവ് ബീൻ ഫൗണ്ട് അറ്റ് സൈറ്റ്സ് സച്ച് ആസ് അഡിച്ചനല്ലൂർ ഇൻ സൗത്ത് ഇന്ത്യ. ദ ഡെഡ് വെയർ ബറീഡ് സംടൈംസ് ഇൻ ഏൺസ് along with objects that they used during their lifetime. This shows that Neolithic man believed in life after death. Cremation was also practiced. The cremation നടത്തണമെങ്കിൽ ശവദാഹം നടത്തിയിരുന്നു. ഓക്കെ, ലിസൺ, ഹിയർ ഈസ് ദേ യൂസ്ഡ് ലാർജ് ഏൺസ്, അല്ലേ, വലിയ എന്താണ് ഭരണി പോലുള്ള അങ്ങനെയുള്ളതിൽ ദർ ഈസ് kept something like their ornaments and other items also buried. Okay, that means they believed life after death. What do you mean by life after death? മരണാനന്തര ജീവിതത്തിൽ വിശ്വസിച്ചിരുന്നു. അതുകൊണ്ട് അവർ യൂസ് ചെയ്ത വസ്തുക്കളും കൂടി അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ ബറി ചെയ്യാം. ദെൻ നിയോലിത്തിക് സെറ്റിൽമെൻറ്റ് ഇൻ ദ ഇന്ത്യൻ സബ് കോണ്ടിനെൻറ്റ്. ഓക്കെ, വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ടോപ്പിക്? നിയോലിത്തിക് സെറ്റിൽമെൻറ്റ് ഇൻ ദ ഇന്ത്യൻ സബ് കോണ്ടിനെൻറ്റ്. ഈസ് ഇറ്റ് ക്ലിയർ? ടുഡേ വി ഡിസ്കസ്ഡ് invention of the wheel, community life, religion, and also disposal of the dead. These four. Okay, then another topic, Neolithic settlement in the Indian subcontinent. Neolithic settlement in the Indian subcontinent. Okay. Remains of several Neolithic settlements such as Varga near Bolan Pass in Pakistan, Bazawam in Jammu and Kashmir, then Daujali Harding in Assam have been found in the Indian subcontinent. All of you want to underline these places. Several Neolithic settlements, remains of Neolithic settlements. Here is Marga near Bolan Pass in Pakistan. Then here is some another places like that Bazawam in Jammu and Kashmir. Then Daujali Harding in Assam. They have been found in the Indian subcontinent. Then Neolithic houses. What is the next one? Neolithic houses. One of the earliest villages site found in the Indian subcontinent is at Marga. The village had rectangular houses made of mud and mud bricks. The village had there is rectangular houses that made of mud and mud bricks. Each house had several rooms. What is the speciality of this house? Each house there is several rooms. Some of the rooms were used for storing grains. Each house has several rooms. Some of the rooms there is used for storing grains, അല്ലേ, ധാന്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ കീപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. Then in some places like Birza home, people lived in deep pits that had steps leading into them. Thatched roofs supported by posts by probably covered the pits. Oven, ash and charcoal have been found inside as well as outside these pits. So people living in there must have cooked both indoor and outdoor. Listen, in some places like Birza home, people lived in deep pits There are steps leading into them. Listen. Suppose ഒരു കുഴി, ഡീപ്പ് പിറ്റ്, ഇതിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ നിന്ന് ഇവിടേക്കാണ് ഇപ്പോൾ ലിവ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്, താമസിക്കുന്നതെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഹിയർ, ഫ്രം ഹിയർ ടു ഹിയർ എന്താണ് സ്റ്റെപ്സ്. ഹിയർ ഈസ് സം സ്റ്റെപ്സ്. ലിസൺ. അങ്ങനെ സ്റ്റെപ്പ് ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും അതിനുള്ളിലേക്ക്. പിന്നെ എന്തായിരിക്കും, ഇതിൻ്റെ പുറം ഭാഗം ഇങ്ങനെ കവർ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരിക്കും. ഇതൊരു കുഴി, ആ കുഴിയുടെ ഉള്ളിൽ നിന്ന് ഇവിടെ ഇങ്ങനെ സ്റ്റെപ്പ് ഉണ്ടെന്ന് ഇമാജിൻ ചെയ്തോളാം. Just you imagine here is some steps. Okay. Listen. Here is in some places like Bassam, people lived in deep pits that had steps leading into them. Thatched roof supported by posts probably covered the pits. അല്ലേ, താച്ച്ഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള അതിന് റൂഫ് ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും. നമ്മളുള്ള ചെരിഞ്ഞ തരത്തിൽ ഇതിനെ കവർ ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ള, ഈ കുഴീനെ കവർ ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ള റൂഫ്സ് ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും. Then here is then oven, ash and charcoal have been found inside as well as outside these pits. ഈ കുഴിക്കുള്ളിലും പുറത്തുമായിട്ട് അടുപ്പ് കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്, അവശിഷ്ടങ്ങൾ, ചാരം, that type of found. That's why we know one thing, inside and outside there is maybe cooking, or the people lived the inside and outside. Okay, they cooked something. Next one, farming and herding. What is the next topic? Houses over, then farming and herding. Okay. In the Indian subcontinent, Neolithic people practiced hunting, gathering as well as farming and herding. Neolithic practiced hunting, gathering, and also farming and herding. Farming as well developed at some places like Merga and Davjali herding. The people of Merga grew wheat, barley, cotton and kept cattle, sheep, goat and buffaloes. They cultivated certain items. What are the items? എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് അവർ കൃഷി ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളത്? Okay, can you say wheat, barley and cotton. And also they kept some animals, cattle, sheep, goat and buffaloes. At Davjali herding, as in many places in the northeast land, was cleared by burning forests and cereals and yam were grown. Okay, in many places in the northeast land was cleared by burning forest. Okay, we know that for the cultivation they burned the forest, their cereals and yams were grown. Okay. At some places like Barzahom, hunting gathering was more important than farming and herding. Listen. At some places like Barzahom, there is a hunting gathering was more important than farming and herding. Farming and herding is important than hunting and gathering. But the people of Barzahom did probably domesticate some animals such as dogs and goats. But they domesticated some animals like dogs and goats. Then we want to discuss about tools. Polished stone tools such as polished axes and chisels have been found at all Neolithic sites in the Indian subcontinent. All the Neolithic sites we have been found, there is chisel and also polished axes. That means here is some tools. At some sites like Merga and Barzahom, microlith and bone tools too have been found. There is some tools like microliths. We know that here is a 5 centimeter, a small tool. In last class we discussed that is the microliths, that means the small tools. Okay. Then stones and slabs used for grinding found at many of the sites, notably Davjali herding, were widely used in preparing food from grains and vegetables. They want to prepare foods from grains and vegetables. That's why there is widely used some slabs for grinding. പൊടിക്കുന്നതിനൊക്കെ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടും കൃഷി ചെയ്യുന്നതിനൊക്കെ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് there is used. Then pottery. What is the next one? Tools are over, then pottery. During Neolithic age, people at many places like Merga and Barzahom learned to make pottery on potter's wheel. They learned to make pottery on potter's wheel. They also painted design on some of their pots. At some places like the Davjali herding, pots were shaped with tools wrapped in cords. These pots bear cord mark. Okay, there is used some shaped, that is called cord mark. Okay, that type of pots. Then disposal of the dead. Neolithic people of the Indian subcontinent usually buried their dead. Different types of graves have been found at different places. We know that different types of graves, dead body bury ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ള ശവക്കൂനകൾ പല ഏരിയയിൽ നിന്ന് നമുക്ക് കാണാനായിട്ട് സാധിക്കും. That means historian or archaeologist can find. At Marga and Bazaam, for instance, the dead were buried in pits, sometimes with domestic animals. അപ്പോൾ എന്തായിരിക്കും പിറ്റ്സിൽ ബറി ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടാവും, സംടൈംസ് വിത്ത് ഡൊമസ്റ്റിക് ആനിമൽസ്. അവർ വളർത്തിയിരുന്ന മൃഗത്തിനെയും കൂടി അവിടെ ബറി ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. ദ ആനിമൽസ് കുഡ് ഹാവ് ബീൻ മെൻറ്റ് ടു സെർവ് ആസ് ഫുഡ് ഫോർ ദ ഡെഡ് ബിക്കോസ് ദേ ബിലീവ്ഡ് ലൈഫ് ആഫ്റ്റർ ഡെത്ത്. മരണാനന്തര ജീവിതത്തിൽ വിശ്വസിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് മരിച്ചു പോയാൽ അവിടെ ചെന്നിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഈ ആനിമൽസ് അവർ ഡൊമസ്റ്റിക്കേറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ള ആനിമൽസ് അവിടെ അവരെ സെർവ് ചെയ്യും എന്നുള്ള വിശ്വാസത്തിലാണ് ഡെഡ് ബോഡിയുടെ കൂടെ ആനിമൽസിനെയും കൂടി ബറി ചെയ്യുന്നത്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഫുഡ് ഐറ്റം, ഓർണമെൻറ്റ്സ് ദാറ്റ് ഓൾസോ ദ ബറീഡ് അണ്ടർ ദി earth. Okay, our third chapter is over. I think it is so simple. You read your textbook very carefully, and then we want to discuss the important one word questions. I mean, fill in the blanks, true or false, choose the correct option. Okay, A, B, C, D I will give later through WhatsApp. E, that is your homework. Somebody didn't submit your notebook and also this type of homework. Those who didn't submit your home assignment, I mean this type of homework, think and answer, I didn't put mark. You know one thing, in your progress card there is a 5 mark that is related to your home assignment, this type of activities. And also one more thing, another 5 mark for notebook checking. That means somebody didn't submit your notebook. Okay, those who didn't submit your notebook regularly, that people or that student have no mark. That's why you give more seriousness, otherwise it is affected your mark. Okay, fill in the blanks. The dash was the first animal to be domesticated. First animal to be domesticated, yes, dog. What is the first answer? Dog. Second one, dash and dash found in deposital archaeologist. What crops were grown during a particular period? Wheat and barley. Wheat and barley. Then third one, what food gathering was to Paleolithic man, dash was to Neolithic man? Paleolithic man food gathering, then Neolithic man food producer. Then fourth one, Neolithic people grew crops such as dash and dash. Neolithic people grew crops such as dash and dash. Wheat and barley. Next one, baked vessels were necessary for storing water. Sixth one, the Neolithic people of dash grew cotton. Marga. Okay. Okay. Fill in the blanks over, then true or false. State whether the following statements are true or false. First one, Mesolithic man learned to grow plants from seeds. True. Second one, Mesolithic man discovered the wheel. False. First true, second one false, I have no time, that's why I just wrote T, but you want to write full TRUE, true. Then the Neolithic age man lived in permanent homes, true. Then megalith are tools made from large stones, false. Listen, megaliths are tools made from large tools. ആ ടൂൾസിനാണ് മെഗാലിത്ത് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഡെഡ് ബോഡി ബറി ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് യൂസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളത്. Then the Neolithic site of Davjoli Harding is located in the northwestern India. That also false. The Neolithic people of Magha and Bazaam did not learn to use potter's wheel. That also false. Okay. Here only one true first. 1 and 3. Then choose the correct option. Microlith were not made in the dash. Paleolithic age. B and first B. Second one, which of the following types of tools fell out of use of the Neolithic age? Answer, polished stone tools. Third one, Neolithic man used the wheel. Answer D, possibly in all these processes. That means the pot making, spinning, thread, transportation. That's why D is the correct answer. All of the above, that is the. Fourth one, Neolithic people of Davjoli Harding did not live in pit dwelling. B. Okay. Then to match the column in column fourth, write serial number of each of the following by strain. Paleolithic age, Mesolithic age, Neolithic age. Here already gave one CAB. Need to ACE. Then third one BDF. Okay, last one is the answer of this. One already gave there. Okay. Okay children, all of you want to write these answers in your textbook. You use only pencil. Then not only write, at the same time want to study. Okay, avoid spelling mistake because I already gave here is the correct answers. Then other question answers I will give later. You want to write very clearly all question answers included in your textbook. The direct line, I select all lines from your textbook. That's why you want to avoid the spelling mistake, and also want to write very neat and clear. After completing your note, all of you want to submit your note earlier as possible. Okay, when I gave the answers. And also one more thing, test paper. Okay, before the examination we will conduct some test paper. Okay, I noted everything, but I couldn't give all answer, that means marks to you. That is not a problem. I noted everything, you don't worry. Then another important matter, the coming examination you want to give more importance. I mean, we want to conduct test paper. Okay, from each chapter, otherwise you have no improvement. Okay, then our first midterm examination is over. That I think most of them attended very well. That means you wrote very well. Then I think questions are so simple. Okay, then coming examination also you want to attend very well. That's why all of you study everything. Okay, one more thing, all of you want to write your note in your notebook very clearly. That means avoid the spelling mistake. After completing your note, you want to send personally, not in group. Okay, thank you children. The next class we will meet with another topic.